So this week's invention is going to be on how to power cars from waste. I like the idea of being able to use anything we waste as in trash or sewage or any kind of stuff that we're trashing and disposing of. We need to be reusing it as much as possible and getting the most efficient use we can out of it. I know that Switzerland is so efficient with their trash that they burn their trash and use that to create energy and use that energy to power their country. So they just recycle their wastes right into energy usage for their country, which is genius. And they're so efficient that they even import trash from out of the country from other countries. So it's just being efficient to the max, and that's what I want to try and do with everything. And with septic water, I have an idea to harness the weight of it falling and use it to power energy devices. Basically like the water wheel, but better. It's basically just a gravity machine and harnesses energy from gravity and any weight falling. From there, also take that same septic water and use it to turn into hydrogen. The way septic plants work, they separate water and sludge. And the sludge you could turn around and basically turn into coal and burn that and use to power your communities. And the water that comes out, you could use that to turn into hydrogen and use hydrogen to power anything you wanted. You can power cars on hydrogen. It's just an internal combustion engine. All you need is something that's explosive to go kabang and power your engine. And it may not even be a car that you're powering. It could be a generator that in turn provides power and generates electricity. And there's hydrogen engines out there now, and we could be using those for anything. And this is just taking the wastewater of the septic water and harnessing energy from it multiple times. Like I said, use it to generate electricity from the weight falling. And then once it gets down to as low as it can go, take that water and use it for hydrogen and to create hydrogen. Because if you have like really pure water that has been purified, it won't create hydrogen very well. It still will, but it's not as good as like a little bit of dirty water. And obviously there's limits and stuff, and we're talking about septic, so you don't want to be too dirty and stuff. But at the same time, you could mess with the septic plant and get the septic plant to produce the perfect mixture of water to whatever it needs to produce mass amounts of hydrogen, and then in turn use that hydrogen to power cars, to power cities, to power anything. And you could do it all right here local, right where you're at, and just use your waste system from your trash and your septic to power your towns. There's no reason why we couldn't do that right now and just create all of our energy locally right here where we're at. And it's just a matter of changing the mindset of which we think and trying to push for different methods of doing things. And let's not forget about Stanley Meyer, who ran cars off of water, who created laser spark plugs and had mists of water go directly into the cylinder. And then the lasers hit the mist and created hydrogen on demand and ran cars on water, and it wasn't even stored. Just fill your tank with water and drive away. And let's not forget about Henry Ford, who in the 1930s was on the cover of Popular Mechanics with a sledgehammer hitting a car that was 5 times stronger than steel, and it was made from hemp and ran on hemp. And you could grow hemp locally as well and just run your cars on the hemp oil you grow yourself. I've recently seen where Elon Musk has called out and said that he wants people to work in the Department of Government Efficiency. And I'm way ahead of this. I've written an entire book and I have all these ideas and inventions, and he would be the ultimate person to make this stuff happen and make it reality. So I in turn challenge him to hear me out and sit down and maybe listen to me and talk about this stuff, because I think this is the epitome of efficiency on a local level. If we could just make local communities able to support themselves with food and with energy and with able to even provide their own fuel for cars, then they would be completely self-sufficient. And that's the epitome of efficiency, is self-sufficiency and being able to not depend on anything and just being able to support yourselves. And that would be the cure to everything, I feel. So this is just another one of my crazy inventions that I got. I'm releasing them all away. I'm giving them away for free to try and help the world, because I think that energy inventions are being suppressed, and that's going to be the answer to help fix a lot of the world's problems. And so I'm just open sourcing all my inventions and giving them away, all to try and help the world. And I challenge other inventors to do the same, to just open source it and give your inventions away, the ones that will help the world. Just don't try and make money off of them. Just do what you can to get them out there and share the knowledge. But I release an invention once a week. I have over 52 inventions that I have and I'm giving away, and I give them away to try and help the world. I tell funny stories. I talk philosophy. I go on all kinds of wild adventures. I do all kinds of crazy stuff. So feel free to follow along, like and subscribe, and just follow along on my journeys. I appreciate everybody for keeping up. Thanks, guys.